moving on to our second theme, it's follows somewhat from this first theme and is really focused on this differentiation between automation and augmentation. Although I think many organizations will undoubtedly be attracted to the efficiencies that can be gained through automation, one thing we heard virtually from every presenter throughout the partner meeting was that the real value creation from tools like AI will really come from augmentation as opposed to automation. And again, this has important implications for HR because it really means that we need to align tech strategy with our HR strategy.
I agree, Brad. I thought too that the augmentation versus automation distinction was really important. Takeaway from several of the presenters. How do you think companies can best implement an augmentation strategy?
Yeah, I think it's a good question, Beth. I think what we heard from a number of the different presenters was starting with a use case or a problem or a need that really needs to be solved within the organization. I think at the heart of that, what we heard was really putting the kind of employee experience front and center. And I think, making that a little bit more concrete, I think that involves a few different things. First, really understanding from the employee perspective, what is a practical need or a pain point that can be addressed through technology. I think second is really making sure that we incorporate employees' voice from the beginning in terms of designing the solution. They're the ones that really understand the work and are in the best position to help us to assess and understand the problem that we're solving for. And I think they can also serve a valuable role in terms of providing feedback that can be used to continuously update and refine the solution over time. Again, I think we're pretty early days with the application of some of these tools, so they're usually not perfect, right out of the box, so to speak. So I think there's a lot of kind of learning, adjustment, and continuous improvement that needs to occur over time. So I think it's really important to continuously get the input and the voice of employees so we can understand, how they're using the tools, where they're maybe not working so well, and where we can tweak them and improve them to really enhance their impact. And so I think that the underlying kind of theme that really stood out is similar to much of what we do in HR, is really to create a process that has both top-down and bottom-up inputs, meaning, thinking about it from the organizational and leadership standpoint about what we're trying to drive, but also making sure that we're getting that input from our employees so we can come to alignment around what these solutions should look like.